Mazda's most powerful vehicle yet. A bold sculpted design. An all-new inline six-stroke. A feeling of everything exactly as it should be. To create more than a car. To create a connection. The first ever three-row Mazda CX-90.
The first ever three-row Mazda CX-90 is our most powerful Mazda yet. Experience it at Mazda of Vacaville.
And we've got 51 degrees in Rohnert Park, 46 in Guerneville, 48 in Sebastopol, and 48 as well in Santa Rosa. Traffic on the... Fives, weather 6 times an hour. Mornings on KSRO, where the news time now is 7:36. Sonoma County's independent civilian-led law enforcement.
I don't know, it keeps buffering. Oh, great to go up and over.
Enforcement watchdog agency believes a deputy should have been fired for an incident on Halloween in 2020. Body camera footage shows the Sonoma County Sheriff's deputy press his gun into the back of a man's head while responding to a report of a fight and a stabbing in Boys Hot Springs. The deputy then told the man to shut up and threatened to shoot him. Meanwhile, in broken English, the man tried to explain that he was actually the person who called 911. Sheriff Eddie Ingram posted a brief video on Facebook regarding the incident.
The Deputy Jose Vega, was disciplined, provided training, and monitored. There have been no other concerning use of force incidents involving Deputy Vega since this incident.
Firing the deputy would have been the appropriate response.
The suspect accused of stabbing and killing 2 people and injuring a woman is a former UC Davis student. The university says the stated 21-year-old Carlos Dominguez was a third-year student. He was separated from the university last Tuesday for academic reasons. Davis Enterprise reports he majored in biological sciences, wanted to become a doctor. Dominguez was arrested Wednesday for 2 counts of homicide, attempted homicide.
A Cotati man has been arrested after being found with a large amount of fentanyl. Last month, Santa Rosa police began to investigate 29-year-old Roy Altamiro Arenas as a possible drug dealer. On Wednesday morning, police executed a search warrant on Altamiro Arenas. On his person and in his car, they found 800 pills suspected to be fentanyl, 2 38 caliber handguns, 3 ounces of suspected meth, an ounce of suspected cocaine, digital scales, and hundreds of plastic baggies. Nothing of note was found in his home or storage container. Altamirano Arenas was charged with 6 crimes related to drugs and firearms.
Need flowers for Mother's Day? Yes, I do. Santa Rosa's got you covered. Santa Rosa is the 6th best city in the country for local flowers, according to Lawn Love. San Francisco is the only Californian city to rank higher than Santa Rosa at 5th overall. Specifically, Santa Rosa is number 1 in vendor quality and claims the most members in the Association of Specially Cut Flower Growers, the ASCFG. California produces 76% of the flowers grown and sold in the U.S.
The Cinco de Mayo celebration comes back to Roseland today. After 4 years of absence due to the pandemic, city officials are bringing it back today. It will be on Sebastopol Road between West and Avalon Avenues near the Matote Food Park from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m.
There'll be some live music and DJ performing on stage, and we also got the Rose and Charles group that we conducting a small parade on horseback. Of course, it will come down a Stafford Road. Some of that is going to be by the city's super cool and always popular, the Mary Lou with their riding.
Santa Rosa's Director of Communications, Lon Peterson, says there will be over 20 booths and vendors, food and family fun, including games for kids, and a fire truck that they can see up close. More information can be found at srcity.org/Cinco de Mayo.
Keep an eye on the mail for free money. California's Attorney General says more than 400,000 people tricked by TurboTax's owner into it will receive about $30. He calls it rightful restitution. Part of a nationwide settlement over ads that promised free service but ended up charging. This affects anyone who paid to file their federal returns from 2016 to 2018, even though they qualified for the IRS Free File program.
This is day 2 of a teacher strike in Oakland. Thousands hit the picket line yesterday to demand better pay and improve conditions in the classroom. The district is ordering a minimum 13% raise and a $5,000 bonus, claiming it doesn't have enough money to address every concern. Teachers say that's not enough and accuse the district of bargaining in bad faith. The state superintendent is now offering to step in and help both sides come to an agreement. Schools remain open on a modified schedule.
Massive project on the iconic Bay Bridge is ending this weekend. Crews built a new eastbound off-ramp to Airplane Island, and it opens Sunday morning just past the tunnel on the lower deck. This will give San Francisco drivers a better connection to Treasure Island, where officials hope to build new homes, shops, and hotel wings. Beginning soon with retrofit the bridge's western span and continue through 2026.
It is 7:40 at KSRO. We'll take a look at the stock market this morning, see why we tend to be much more on the upside this morning. All the details with Steve Ruder coming up next.
Get ready to soak up the sun and win big this May and June with Twin Pine Casino Hotel's $100,000 spin to win giveaway. Play your favorite games using your Harvest Club card to earn entries. Then join us every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. for your chance to spin the wheel. Spin the right amount to win $100,000 in cash. Start the summer off right. Win big this May and June with Twin Pine Casino Hotel's $100,000 spin to win giveaway. Only at Twin Pine Casino Hotel.
When was the last time you felt this way?
I am so sick of this job.
Or like this? I am so ready for a change. Or this?
My boss is such a jerk, and I deserve more money.
Quality employees are in demand. Now is the perfect time to switch companies, careers, and re-energize your life. Come to the North Bay Job Fair on May 17th at the Irving Center for the Arts to talk to recruiters from a variety of industries. Register and submit your resume at northbayjobfair.com.
We expect our information in real time. U.S. Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 800-730-8405 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check. As easy as, it's 800-730-8405.
At Lowe's, we're always bringing pros more ways to save in the brands you trust. Right now, buy a DeWalt 9-gallon corded shop vacuum with accessories with a new low price of $99. Plus, as an MVP's member, earn 3 bonus points per dollar when you buy select concrete mix. You can then redeem for rewards. Because Lowe's knows savings, Lowe's knows pros. While supplies last, discount taken at time of purchase. See associate for details. Valid through 5/17. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Valid through 6/2. Subject to change.
It is 7:42 now at KSRO. Time for a look at financial news with Steve Ruder at Merrill Lynch. And Steve, we had some worries about the banking sector. How are things looking this morning?
Well, at least for today, they seem to have subsided. I'm looking at PacWest has rallied $1.50 after being nearly nothing the last couple of days. So, technically that's a 47% increase in the stock price. But on the whole, we're seeing the banking sector rebound here this morning, and we'll treat that as good news. We've got obviously the weekend in front of us, so stay tuned. The market has been higher from the outset on a stronger than expected unemployment report and Apple's earnings. The Dow currently higher by 424 points at 33,553. NASDAQ up 212 points at 12,178. 10-year note off 7/8 of a point. Gold lower by $39 at $2,016. I'm Steve Ritter at Merrill Lynch for KSRO.
Financial news at 12:42. Mornings on KSRO. Now with a KSRO Sports Update. Here's Larry Olson.
Warriors-Lakers game 2 of the Western Conference semifinal series. Hello, Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson feeling it a bit right now. Knocks down another three. Thompson is open. Fires up a three. Got it. Thompson fakes, fires, puts it in.
30 points on 8 3-pointers. Dubs put it on the Lakers 127-100. Even up the series in game apiece. Steph adding 20 and 12. Dubs made 21 3-pointers for the second straight game. Steph.
Have a bounce back game like we had tonight, and win as decisively as we did. It's going to be a whole lot tougher. Game 3 in LA. Like, it's a
Michelle. Friday late, at least in terms of incidents, none being reported by the CHP, and a handful of slowdowns continuing. A few brake lights north 101 in Santa Rosa from Highway 12 to the downtown exit. 101, though, looking good for the rest of Sonoma County. South 101 in Marin, heavy from Ignacio down to North San Pedro. Highway 12 looking good through the Sonoma Valley. West 37 very slow over the Mara Ellen Bridge to just past the lane reduction, and stretches of heavy on northbound 29 from just before American Canyon, continuing to 221. 116, the Grafstein Highway and the Lakeville Highway at the limit. Your next update at 7:55. Now with Sonoma County's most accurate, most dependable forecast, here's Daniel Trucios.
Next, Paul, overcast for today, a high of 61 degrees, 54 on the coast, a chance of rain this afternoon. Might see some rain also tonight, and maybe a little tomorrow as well. Tonight, low 48 degrees. Tomorrow, otherwise, it'll be a bit cloudy at 62. Sunny for Sunday, but temperatures not really rising. Mid-60s then. Mid-60s also for Monday and Tuesday with partly cloudy conditions.
50 in Kenwood, 49 in Sonoma, 47 in Cloverdale, and 48 in Santa Rosa. KSRO news time is 7:46.
Sonoma County's morning news. Brian Kilmeade, Ask the Expert, The Ramsey Show, The Drive with Steve Jackson, Guy Benson, Ground Zero, Coast to Coast AM. It's all here. It's all on 96.9 and 103.5 KSRO. Online all the time at KSRO.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code START for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code START for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code START for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Did you know that mosquitoes can still thrive in a drought? Mosquitoes need very little water to complete their life cycle.
Help fight the bite by dumping out plant saucers. Tightly cover or screen water storage containers. Stock mosquito fish in ponds, and refresh water in bird baths and pet dishes once a week.
To report mosquito problems, contact the Marin Sonoma Mosquito and Vector Control District at 707-285-2200.
Or visit msmosquito.org for more information.
Improperly maintained or neglected pools and spas can produce hundreds of thousands of mosquitoes, resulting in neighborhood-wide mosquito problems that can increase the risk of mosquito-borne diseases like West Nile virus. If you have an unmaintained pool or spa, or know of one in your community, contact the Marin Sonoma Mosquito and Vector Control District at 707-285-2200 or online at msmosquito.org for help. That's 707-285-2200 or msmosquito.org.
Petaluma is listening to KSRO. Sonoma County's FM News Talk. KSRO.
It is 7:49 in KSRO, recapping the top local stories this morning. Body cam footage from 2020 shows a Sonoma County Sheriff's deputy putting a gun to a man's head and threatening to shoot him. Turns out the man was the one who had called 911 for help.
Suspect in the Davis stabbings has been arrested. He's a former UC Davis student who was separated from school for academic reasons.
And a Catani man was arrested for allegedly selling fentanyl, meth, and cocaine. Santa Rosa police started an investigation last month, which led to this week's arrest. KSRO News Time now is 7:50. As the Writers Guild of America strike continues, we learn more about the situation for writers from one of our own team members who is a screenwriter himself. Paul Maxwell joins us now on the KSRO Live Line. Good morning, Paul. So I do know that you are not a WGA member, but I thought this might be interesting to get your perspective on it. Have you talked with any other writers about what they think of this strike?
Well, I've talked to a lot of other writers who are not in the guild because a lot of them are sickening, but I think the writers who are not in the guild like you want to be because
level the playing field and make it a little easier for writers to have a file.
All right, Paul, so you mentioned the streaming services as well. You've got TV networks, you have movie studios, maybe even YouTube, some of the platforms there. The writers basically want more money. But how do you set up a pay scale to pay writers more money to do so many different types of things?
Well, I don't really know about pay scale. I think it's about setting the standard for the industry that kind of covers, especially for television. And I'm not in the industry of television, so I can really address the film aspect more. But a lot of the producers and streamers, that is a lot of programs with writers. Writers are trying to downgrade the amount that's being paid and almost making like a gig economy. And some of them are even suggesting that maybe it should be more of a, almost like an unpaid internship, and the guild is not having that, just contributing to the writing.
Now, one of the concerns that writers have is about AI and the use of AI to write scripts really in any aspect of that. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I think that's interesting because AI is really more of a tool to try and replace an actual writer. That AI uses a lot of some work. So if you're looking for original material, the AI is not going to be as productive, and definitely maybe not people might be very basic. That really that human element to and put originality into the story and are saying like we can have annual meetings about the advances in technology. We should not focus on the rest of this issue that a lot of producers say, well, we can just use AI to replace the writers. But no, that's not the case because you can have the AI results, but it's definitely not going to be in the same depth kind of spectrum as if you had actual people working on the material.
Yeah, I'm a screenwriter too. I just put my screenplay in my chatbot. I got a blue screen. I'll share it with you guys. So you mentioned this term residuals, Paul. It's like an old school term that, like if a show got replayed on TV, then the writers would get repaid. But you mentioned streaming shows don't replay shows. So do they want some sort of counter on these shows that the writers would get paid like per watch?
You know, I'm not really sure about how that aspect of it works. I think that's because the last time the Writers Guild went on strike was 2007. Streaming really wasn't a thing then. So it really exploded, especially the past couple of years. And so that rules are still very nebulous. We're still putting it all together. So that regarding the residuals, that part of it is also that because there's so much more streaming, so the amount of residuals is much less than it would be as if it were just straight up broadcast television. So that is also part of why the Guild is striking, because they want residuals to fairly compensate the writers who worked on all of this material to begin with.
Well, it is a pretty complicated issue, and I know that of course, the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers are all saying, oh, well, we're losing money, we're having to cut jobs and everything, so we can't pay you more.